Hello and welcome back to the Guns and Glory show. Wanted to give you a little update on the cabin project and church and God and all that, and a couple other things, I suppose. So the cabin project is stalled, unfortunately. But all I have to do is, sand the drywall around here that I put up. Because last year when we bought this place, I knew I needed, some more money. So my mom was kind enough to take out a loan for $20,000, and she's paying $500 a month on it for 3 years, and it's, killing us. So that I could buy things like insulation and wiring and, the electrician and the building inspector and the furnace, get an excavator so we could help, have a wire in the house. And of course when I got that done, I had a little bit, extra money to buy things like the drywall and some of the wiring for this cabin and some of the insulation for it and whatnot. And I had a bunch of stuff I've been wanting to do this Guns and Glory property for years. So I've been saving things and sticking it in boxes and crates. I brought it up here and used most of it. Well, now I'm caught up. I'm broke. So I don't know what I'm going to do as far as videos, but I like making them, so I'll do something. As far as the money goes, yeah, that's kind of a problem because I make $860 a month, $861 a month. I don't know what they do dollars for, I guess, so you can get a lottery ticket and get your way out of it. But after I've got everything paid off, I've got $105 left, theoretically, but I really don't, because I still, there's that loan, there's the storage fee. I got shipping containers, $250 a month going out in there, so that's $750 a month. My mom takes care, I'm reading this thing down here, my mom takes care of license plates and insurance and stuff like that. A few years ago, I was doing the open carry thing. A couple Oakland County cops didn't like it. And they pinned reckless driving on me. I wasn't guilty of. Actually, 2 of them. Only one of them, the car wasn't running, and the other one, I was stopped. So, reckless driving. Anyway, they wanted to get my concealed pistol license from me. So I've got to get that renewed next month because that expired. That's like $250. That's a lot of money for me. And, things like clothing, I can't really afford that. So my mom's backing me up on that. So the bottom line on there is, without the CPL, the concealed pistol license that I got to go get renewed, I'm short about $1,000 a month. About $500 if we didn't have that loan. But nevertheless, I make 8 and I need 16. And I don't know what I'm going to do because I'm in a very realistic position of losing everything I own to taxes, because they gave me half off on taxes this year, and it was still like $1,500 for the winter taxes. I can't afford it, and they think they're going to come in here and take everything I own because I'm poor. I don't owe the bank any money for this. This is paid for. This is mine. I should, in principle, be able to get into my fence and just kind of huddle until I can take care of things and get out of this position. But no, I've got a threat of people coming in here with guns trying to take me off of here and giving it to a bank. Meanwhile, taking everything I own, coming into my house with men to pick up things with their hands and take it to the street so that someone can put it in their truck because I'm poor, for no other reason, and to give it to a bank. Don't say the quiet part out loud. That's okay. We'll get off that subject. So as far as God goes, he says he's an ever-present help in time of need. He says he's a friend that sticks. He said there is a friend that sticketh closer to him than a brother, kind of side-eye implying that he was your friend. He says he got the cattle on 1,000 hills, and I don't have a pot to piss in. Literally, no, I actually do. It's one of those water bottles. I just cut the top off it. He says it'll make your basic needs. He doesn't understand what that is. I know, because I've been playing this game with him for a couple of years. I've been in jail a couple of times. I wasn't even guilty. It was a jackass thing with the neighbor. God let me down again in court. And I can tell you what, I had my needs met in jail better than I did here. And in a couple other places, like living out of the car in South Carolina and West Virginia and so on. God let me down there too. I don't get it. You know, he talks about the prodigal son, which is another bullshit story, because every time, you know, he says the prodigal son, he goes off and he spends the money and wastes it on prostitutes and high living and stuff. Well, like Hunter Biden, he got a Russian prostitute. I suppose they're going to kill him or something because he called his dad, and his father gave him $20,000 for his prostitute. Well, I asked my father for $20,000, but I wouldn't waste it on a prostitute. No, he's not going to do that for me. My mom did. But that's about what I need to finish this place, 2025, right about there. That way I have my most basic needs met, like he promised in the Bible, like, you know, a shower and a toilet and a place to put your food. And, you know, secure enough where you can pay your bills, at least enough to not worry about the police coming to steal everything you own at gunpoint and give it to somebody else and say it was just my job. You remember the Nuremberg trials? Well, they said, you know, with the Nazis. And the defendant said it was just my job. I was just following orders. And you know what the judgment was? They were hung because they were just doing their job. They put the law above morality. So take that for what it's worth. And, you know, just do what you think is wise. So, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not going to find a girl, and because to bring a girl in here in a little shirt, half would make everything, but that, There's so many reasons that's getting another video. Absolutely not. I could get a job. I've been looking. I've asked a couple of people looking. It's got to be under the table, though. I ain't giving up that check, because that check is the only reason that I'm here. I had a potentially really good job right before I moved. I was there, I was working, and it didn't work out. And if it had worked out, A, I wouldn't have this, and B, I wouldn't have my disability either. And then where would I be? Because that job didn't work out, even though I was in the right. So what do I do? I don't know. What do I do with everything else? I do the best that I can with it. But like I said, with God, as far as that goes, that's on hold again. I went back to him. I got screwed. This whole prodigal son thing that happened, there was no fatted calf, no new shoes, no ring on the finger, just a bunch of crap. Again, that's what I get. I ain't trying to be rich. I just need to have, you know, enough where I don't have to worry. It's not too much to ask.